seal the ring.
Fight number 7. Tim Davies fighting out of the Smack Gym. A combined record of 11 fights and 6 wins. Standing at a massive 189 centimetres tall. Taking on Jean-Luc, 24 years of age, 170 centimetres. 2 fights, 2 wins, as well as 4 fights as an amateur. I've been lucky enough to see both boys fight. Unfortunately, I've been on the end of a loss from Tim Davies myself. So shout out, Tim. I won't hold it against you, mate, but we got a cracker in centre ring ahead of us.
Round 1.
And here we go, fight number 7. Joe, like I said before, unfortunately, one of my boys lost to Tim. He is a very handy customer. Incredibly tall, but he's got a lot of power in his shots as well. Jean-Luc, always willing, as we can see there, to just throw down, mate. He's always ready for a fight. And this has the makings of an absolute bar burner ahead of us.
Yeah, Tim Davies, a fighter that's been on the Victorian scene for quite a while now, having his first fight back in 2016. He's fought the likes of Rebellion favourite Tim Nguyen. He's been around the block, and it's definitely going to be a good task for Jean to really test himself here.
And much like we've seen a little bit through the card already, we asked the question, will this turn into the classic tall versus short matchup, the hands and the low kicks versus the clinch? Or, as we see in this round, both boys a bit more happy to just trade kicks and showcase their skills in front of us?
Yeah, we haven't seen John go to the leg just yet, as he does now.
Just proving you wrong, Joe.
Oh, every time. Every time.
And again, it is one of those things when you do have an opponent so tall, 189 centimetres versus 170 centimetres, 19 centimetre gap, and you can see that there. But Jean-Luc doing a great job at just sort of pushing the pace, and Tim almost looking a little bit tentative as he steps forward, but perhaps that's just him being smart and defending confidently.
He's definitely easing himself into this fight. He doesn't look like he's coming out all barns blazing in the first round, looking to maybe just try and pick Jean off as he steps in.
I'd love to see Tim just sort of sharpen up that jab a bit and really use his length and his height. A couple of those times when he's defending punches, he's really putting his head down and just really putting his head close, as we see there, the hands of Jean-Luc, which is something that he definitely doesn't want to do. But again, they prove us wrong. He ducks under a punch, mate. He weaves under a punch on that one.
Yeah, John looking strong here, throwing up nice kicks to the body. Letting Tim out of the corner here, as Kieran was talking about before, about how important it is that if you're going to work your opponent to the ropes, you want to be cutting those angles and keeping them there after all that hard work you put in. So we end the round.
There we have it, round 1 down. Round 2.
And Jean-Luc again pressing forward, looking to close that distance. Tim just moving backwards, getting away from some of those heavier shots. Seems a bit tentative to throw anything as Jean-Luc steps in. He does have the advantage of having the size and reach, so he does have that extra split second as he comes in as Jean-Luc barrels his way forward. Tim locks on tight into the clinch. Beautiful lock there as he just loses it, and Jean-Luc pops his head out. Back ready to go, reclaims centre ring, reclaims the dominant position with Tim on the ropes.
John does not look concerned by the experience gap here at all. He's coming forward and and putting the work in here and really looking to take this second round and put himself ahead in this fight.
Both boys looking to be breathing through the mouth already. It can be a bit of a worry this early into the second round. We still do have a round and a half ago. Quick little tumble as the main man in centre ring, Ilias, steps in. Missed kick there from Juan.
John's fast, eh? Like, Tim doesn't really seem to be able to catch him that well as he's coming forward.
And he does, Jean-Luc does seem, he's got a bit of a hard rhythm, I think, for Tim to read, and it is almost looking like it is tiring Tim out a bit. We can see there his mouth is wide open. He's stepping backwards, just looks a bit tentative to throw as Jean-Luc. Beautiful left kick there from Jean-Luc, and like you said before, definitely not afraid to trade. Big right hand, another follow-up big right hand. Tim just smiles and says, bring it on.
Tim landed some nice shots of his own in that last little exchange, but he just gets pressed up against the ropes once more as Jean-Luc just keeps looking to press the pace and moving backwards.
And you know what? Tim doing a great job on a few occasions of scoring with that kick as Jean-Luc steps in, but the only problem for me is the power game here.
Yeah.
He's just missing some power on some of those shots to really place his mark on it. As we said before in the earlier fights, the judges are looking for damage. It is one of the big things that scores. That can be visual. You can see redness on the body. It can also be how it moves or off balances. And you can see, oh, big right hand there from Jean-Luc. Another big right hand, big swinging overhand as he steps forward. Is Tim on shaky legs? No, he's still smiling. He's still got the smile ready.
2 rounds down, 1 to
Happy
come.
to get in there and exchange.
Third and final round.
And here we go, third and final round. Jean-Luc getting close to catching Tim Davies at the end of round number 2. And again, pressing forward, beautiful kicks there. Tim's still happy to, oh, nice little right hand of his own from Tim. Although being the taller fighter and Jean-Luc looking like he does have the power, Tim does have some power in his hands. I have seen that firsthand myself, and a beautiful and exciting third round in front of us.
Seeing some claret out of the nose of Tim now. Seeing him start to walk forward now. He knows he needs to put a decent third round in here in order to take this one.
And I'll tell you what, Joe, I have liked, and one thing I've liked during this fight, oh, big right hand there from Tim. Oh, big right hand there from Jean-Luc. As he presses forward, Tim still gave, oh, big shots from both boys.
Tough dude, Tim Davies.
I'll tell you what, some of those shots from Jean-Luc, they're nearly hitting the lights above, Joe. He is absolutely swinging those right hands.
As you were talking before, Kieran, you're definitely seeing the mouth of Tim open. He's breathing pretty heavy. Still trying to get this one in the books, but Jean-Luc with a jumping elbow. He's definitely starting to feel confident now. I think he knows that he's ahead on the scorecards and he's looking to put an end on this round.
Jean-Luc just needs to be careful that he doesn't throw those shots from too far away. You can see he nearly wears a right kick on the head for his troubles, but Tim managing to see them and step back. He's not as sharp and as fast as he was in the first 2 rounds. As you can see there again, I would like to see him just step into those shots a little bit more.
Let's bring these Warriors home. Final 30 seconds.
And here we go, 30 seconds left on the clock. Jean-Luc still pressing forward. Tim sitting back, throwing some shots of his own, just losing his footing a little bit there, which isn't going to serve him well in the judges' eyes. Nice low kick there from Tim.
Catch and kick return from, Superman punch from Jean-Luc.
Melbourne Pavilion makes some noise. What a war!
And there you have it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for these two warriors. A fantastic war here at the Melbourne Pavilion. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a majority points decision. Your winner, blue corner, Jean-Luc Cincotta.
And there you have it, a majority points decision going the way of the blue corner.